Welcome to English with Miss Julia. This lesson is aimed at both beginners as well as intermediate learners. We read a story with the title Benny the Binturong's Big Adventure. I encourage you to pause the video regularly, focus on new vocabulary, and practice your pronunciation. That being said, let's get started. Deep in the heart of the rainforest lived Benny, a cheerful little Binturong. He had soft black fur, a long tail, and whiskers that tickled when he sniffed the air. Benny loved climbing trees and exploring new places. But most of all, he loved the sweet smell of ripe fruit drifting through the jungle. Every morning, Benny would wake up to the songs of birds and the chatter of monkeys. He stretched his legs and curled his prehensile tail around a branch. With a big yawn, he began his day. Today felt different, like something exciting was waiting just behind the trees. Benny's friend Leela the Hornbill flew down to say hello. "Good morning, Benny," she called. "There's a strange sound coming from the far side of the forest. Do you want to see what it is?" Benny's eyes sparkled. "Of course, let's go on an adventure." Before leaving, Benny checked his favorite snack tree. He munched on a few sweet figs, his absolute favorite food. Binturongs like Benny help spread seeds when they eat fruit. That means new trees can grow all over the forest. With a full belly and a happy heart, Benny set off with Leela. They moved carefully through the thick vines and leafy paths. The forest was alive with buzzing insects and rustling leaves. Benny's whiskers twitched with curiosity at every new sound. As they walked, they met Tico, the baby tapir, splashing in a muddy pool. "Where are you going?" Tico asked. This is a gentle reminder to subscribe to our channel in order to receive future videos and stories. "We're following a strange sound," said Benny. "Be careful," warned Tico. "The forest is full of surprises." They thanked Tico and continued deeper into the jungle. The sound grew louder. It was a steady thump, thump, thump. Benny climbed a tree to get a better look. From the top he could see something shiny glinting in the distance. "Let's go check it out," Benny said eagerly. Leela flew ahead, guiding him towards the mysterious sparkle. The ground became steeper and rockier as they went. Benny used his strong tail to help him climb and balance. Suddenly they heard a rustle in the bushes. Out popped Miko, the mischievous macaque. "Looking for the noise, are you?" Miko teased. "I know a shortcut. Follow me." Benny wasn't sure if he should trust Miko, but Leela nodded. They followed him along a narrow path lined with bright flowers. The smell of honey drifted through the air. "Look," said Leela, "it's a beehive." The thump, thump sound was coming from bees beating their wings. But there was also another noise, a low rumble beneath the ground. "What's that?" asked Benny. "Let's find out," Miko said, bouncing ahead. They climbed over roots and ducked under vines until they reached a clearing. In the center stood a tall tree with bright red fruit. The ground trembled gently beneath their paws and feet. It felt like the earth itself was humming a secret song. Benny sniffed the air and smiled. "It's the jungle drum tree," he exclaimed. "When its roots grow deep, they make the ground thump like a drum." "I've never seen one before," Leela said in amazement. Just then a loud crack echoed through the clearing. A branch from the jungle drum tree had broken and blocked a small stream. The water was rising and might soon flood the roots. "We need to help," Benny said quickly. Benny tried pushing the branch, but it was too heavy. Leela pecked at it and Miko tugged with all his strength. Still, it didn't move an inch. "We need more help," Benny decided. Leela flew off to call her bird friends, and Miko ran to gather the macaques. Benny hurried back to find Tico the tapper. "Come quickly, the tree needs us," he said. Soon animals from all over the forest arrived. Parrots, pangolins, deers, and even a sleepy sun bear joined the team. Together they pushed, pulled, and lifted with all their might. "One, two, three, push!" Benny shouted. At last the heavy branch rolled away from the stream. The water flowed freely again, bubbling and splashing with joy. The jungle drum tree seemed to hum louder and happier. "You did it!" cheered Leela. The animals danced and sang around the tree. Benny felt proud. They had all worked together to save the forest. "See," he said, "even a small Binturong can make a big difference. Leela flapped her wings, and good friends make us stronger. Before leaving, Benny took a moment to listen. The ground still thumped softly under his paws. It was the sound of life flowing through the forest. He knew this place was special, and now it was safe. On their way home, Benny noticed how the forest looked different. The sunlight danced through the leaves, and the flowers seemed to bloom brighter. He realized that adventures often change the way you see the world. Today was the best day ever, he said. Miko swung from the branches, laughing and chattering. Leela soared high above, calling out cheerful songs. Tico splashed them with water from a shallow stream. It felt like the whole jungle was celebrating. When they reached Benny's favorite fig tree, they stopped to rest. He shared the juicy fruits with all his friends. "Thank you for helping me," Benny said. "We helped the forest," replied Leela, "and the forest helped us." As the sun began to set, the jungle glowed golden and green. The animals said their goodbyes and headed home. Benny climbed to his favorite branch and curled his tail around it. He watched the stars twinkle one by one in the night sky. The jungle was peaceful and full of gentle sounds. Crickets chirped, frogs croaked, and the jungle drum tree hummed softly. Benny felt warm and safe in his leafy home. "I can't wait for tomorrow," he whispered sleepily. Before drifting off, Benny thought about everything he had learned. He learned that teamwork can solve even the biggest problems. He learned that small creatures can do great things. And he learned that helping the forest means helping everyone. The next morning, Benny woke up early again. The air was fresh, and the forest sparkled with morning dew. He stretched, yawned, and looked around. "Time for a new adventure," he said with a grin. Leela soon joined him with a cheerful "Good morning." Miko swung by with a basket of bananas. Tico stomped happily through the bushes. "Where are we going today?" asked Leela. Benny smiled. "Anywhere the forest needs us." The friends laughed and set off together once more. They didn't know what they would find, but they were ready. After all, every day in the rainforest was full of surprises. And so Benny the Binturong continued to explore his wild, wonderful world. He climbed trees, shared fruit, and helped keep the forest healthy. With his friends by his side, there was nothing they couldn't do. The jungle was their home, and Benny was its brave little hero. Thank you for reading this story with us. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button and do consider subscribing to our channel. This way we may reach learners from all over the world and assist them with their English language. We look forward to seeing you in our next lesson.